In the turquoise waters of the Caribbean, calm seas can hide deep tension. What begins as a routine patrol can turn into a geopolitical test of nerve. Today, we dive into a dramatized encounter inspired by real-world events, when a U.S. Navy destroyer and Venezuelan patrol boats met in international waters. A confrontation that tested discipline, strategy, and restraint. This is Navy Feed. The USS Gravely, an advanced U.S. Navy Arleigh Burke-class destroyer, is operating near the edge of Venezuela's claimed security zone, international waters that Caracas insists fall under its watch. At 0600 hours, radar operators detect multiple fast-moving contacts. Small, high-speed vessels approaching at over 40 knots. Their signatures match the Guaycamacuto-class patrol boats, Venezuela's coastal defenders. The Venezuelan boats are closing in fast, but they're staying just outside Venezuela's territorial limit. It's a classic gray zone maneuver, aggressive enough to send a message, but not enough to start a war. On board the Gravely, the crew stays calm but alert. The Aegis combat system locks onto each target, tracking every move in real time, while a Seahawk helicopter lifts off from the flight deck to provide aerial surveillance. Electronic warfare operators listen quietly, monitoring radio chatter and scanning for radar locks, careful not to emit signals that could be seen as aggression. The Venezuelan patrol boats weave across the horizon, approaching dangerously close, signaling visually but maintaining radio silence. Every movement, every course adjustment, is a calculated message meant to remind Washington that these waters are under Caracas's watch. The U.S. Navy's message, however, is clear. We see you, we're ready, but we will not be provoked. This is deterrence through presence, the art of showing strength through discipline. The rules of engagement are strict. No weapons may be fired unless hostile intent is confirmed. On the bridge, the captain watches the approaching vessels through binoculars. His officers stand ready, trained to react instantly but only under direct threat. The Venezuelan boats edge closer, their wakes slicing white lines into the calm blue sea. One wrong move, one misinterpreted signal, and the entire Caribbean could ignite. Yet the Gravely's crew holds steady. No shots are fired, no collisions occur. The destroyer maintains course and speed, exuding quiet confidence. For a brief moment, the two forces, one powerful, one defiant, face each other in silence across the open water. Eventually, the Venezuelan boats turn away, retreating back toward their coast, their message delivered but unanswered. The sea grows calm again, but the tension lingers. This encounter, though bloodless, speaks volumes about the fragile balance of power that defines modern naval operations. The Caribbean Sea is more than a beautiful expanse of water. It's a stage where nations project influence, assert sovereignty, and test each other's resolve. U.S. operations like Sentinel South are both security missions and strategic signals, asserting freedom of navigation and political will. For Venezuela, these encounters are about pride and visibility, a reminder that even small nations can challenge global powers in subtle ways. Behind every maneuver lies strategy, politics, and risk. Each ship movement is a form of communication, a chess move in an invisible game. The U.S. crew remains vigilant. Weapon systems like the MK 45 5-inch gun, CRAM, and Phalanx CIWS, fully operational but unused, ready for action yet silent. Strength in this moment is restraint. As the Gravely sails onward beneath the fading Caribbean sun, the encounter becomes another quiet chapter in an ongoing story of deterrence and diplomacy. In these gray zone confrontations where force is restrained and messages are sent through movement, the strongest signal is often the decision not to act. Because sometimes true power isn't shown by firing weapons, but by the discipline to hold fire. The line between peace and conflict is thinner than a wake across calm water, and on this day, that line held.